guys. Yesterday I talked a little bit about time blocking, and although I do want to make a video in more detail about how to go about it, because time blocking for some people can seem just like scheduling, but again, for visual learners like myself, it's way more helpful than just scheduling on just like on a typical calendar. Um, there are also many apps that I've tried to help with time blocking, just to have it digitally, since I do like to time block more on a notebook. Because I don't know, it just, to me, something I did realize while, for example, when I was in college, was that having visual aids, like literally having posters or just like notes, sticky notes on the mirror and stuff like that. Just visual aids were very much like helpful compared to having things on my phone, like a digital calendar or digital reminders and all these things. Honestly, like physical notes just made a big difference. I'll probably add to my chat some of the apps that I've found useful. But anyway, so with time blocking, how is the concept of time blocking different than just scheduling your day, especially for a visual learner? In my own experience, I can say that time blocking allows my brain to know what to expect, and to be ready to like shift my thoughts, my attention to certain things. For example, when and this the fact that you're assigning visually a certain time to do an activity, it kind of allows you to stop stressing about keeping your attention in that thing. It's like I don't know what analogy I can use, honestly, but it takes off a lot of stress. Because take these two comparisons, right? Well, I mean, I don't want to go into comparisons at all. Just take planning into account. When you have a plan, for example, a party, right? For the party, you have an expectation of who's getting the cake, for example, who's getting the drinks, who's getting the appetizers, and say it was your job to get the salad, right? So you already have a designated time you have to arrive to the party. So you have to plan your day accordingly. So at that time, including taking into account your commute, that you are going to be ready to just, do the work. In your mind, you're already set, like, okay, I'm gonna drive. It's gonna be around 30 minutes to get to the party place or whatever. You already have your food prepared because it was your job to prepare a salad, and you arrive to the party, you put it in, but then all these other components are already there that you don't have to worry about. And I don't even know if that's a good analogy, but time blocking is kind of like that. So what time blocking allows a person like me, right? So remember, if you're like me, which you're like a big procrastinator, you work on deadlines, and might I add, do not count this for work, right? Because my work ethic is very different from my everyday lifestyle, right? At my work, because I do have the expectations of another person relying on me to provide good results, that's just like a whole different realm of my persona, right? This what I'm talking about here is your everyday life, things that nobody's asking you to do, things that nobody's pushing you to do, but things that you know are good for you because you have to take care of yourself, as if you were like a company, you were a person, right? If you were your best friend. So yeah, if any recruiters or bosses see this has nothing to do with my work ethics and my work behavior. I thought I'd mention that, since it's the internet and everyone can see you. But yeah, so going back to time blocking, The way it takes off stress, or the way it really helps, is that you know that a specific hour or a chunk of time of your day is going to be designated for a specific activity. Therefore, when that time comes, let's say, okay, I remember one that looked a little messy, but definitely helped me focus, right? So it was mornings. In the morning, I had a wake up time. And how I set my wake up time was I had to take into account what time I had to leave my house to make it to work on time. Whatever time of you like to arrive to your job site early, on time, on the dot, like it all depends on you. But I already knew, okay, I want to arrive to work at this time. It takes me this much to commute. Okay, so I have to leave my house at this exact time. And these are memories because I haven't done this in a while, and it's going to be interesting to hop back into it in 2026. But when I was in college, my mornings, I had to fit in my mornings. I had to fit prepping and eating my breakfast. I had to prep reading in the morning because, as you guys know, I'm Christian, and I like reading the Bible and staying connected with God is very important. So I had to fit in reading the Bible, a little session of prayer, and shower and getting ready. Right? You can't forget about those, because it's easy to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna designate 15 minutes to reading and 25 minutes to prepping my breakfast and eating. But then you forget that you also have to get ready, do your makeup, or whatever you do, you know? So don't forget about those. But so with time blocking, again, it helped me kind of like mentalize. That's how we say it in Spanish, mentalizarme. I don't know how you would say it in English, but it's definitely, I think it's not mentalized, right? It's like prepping your mind to do certain tasks. So because I had that at least planned, right? An hour and a half to 2 hours, if I want to take my sweet time, because I do like to take my sweet time. I don't like to start my mornings rushed. I like to wake up before and, just be relaxed, because no one likes, well, at least I do. I do not like stressing in the mornings first thing, because I like to take my mornings very slow. So in the mornings, I would have to count 2 hours from the time I had to leave my house to set my wake up time. And in those 2 hours, what time blocking allows you to do is to then set, okay, again, if I'm leaving at 7, that means I have to wake up at 5 a.m., right? So from 5 a.m. to 5:30, that is my shower, get ready time, right? So 30 to 45 minutes. So then from 7 a.m. to 7:30, I have to do that. If I want to be lazy, if I choose to be lazy, if I choose to look at my phone for 5 to 10 to 15 minutes in the morning because I'm making bad choices, then that is going to inflict in my 30 minutes of getting ready. And that's my choice. I have to be aware of like, oh shoot, I have 30 minutes, but I'm deciding to doom scroll for like 10 minutes. That means now I have 20 minutes and I have to like shower real quick and not put so much thought into like my makeup, or do it like slowly, like I like to, like with peace. I'm gonna have to hurry up. That's on me. That's on me. What I'm trying to say here, and not to go into like a lot of detail of my morning routine, but it just makes you be on top of where your time is going. And that's the thing, when you're a procrastinator like me, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna say like ADHD, because I'm not officially diagnosed. I'm just very distracted sometimes with my personal life. When you're a procrastinator and you're like that, you tend to lose track of time easily, especially, at home when you're the most comfortable, where no one's watching you, no one's expecting anything from you. You just lose track of time easily. So when you're a person like me, having time blocking and having these chunks of time allocated to specific activities really helps you kind of like grasp where time is going. I do have to sit down, and I'm gonna bring you with me to show you how I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna do it the old-fashioned way, which is like written down. I most likely will use my iPad for this. But yeah, I'm going to do that, bring you along with me to show you how I do it. And again, this can be done with other apps, but I will show you the old way, the old school way, which is with pen and paper, but I'll use the iPad. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how time blocking has helped me in the past, a little bit of my story. These vlogs are probably boring, but I mean, I'm starting this whole journey of starting messy and also posting a little bit of like insights, like no script type thing, and just chatting with camera. And anyway, earlier I went to Chick-fil-A, so I got a Chick-fil-A sandwich, some fries, and I did get a frosted coffee. I just froze because I'm trying to give up sugar, especially sodas, because I love Coke Zero, but we all know that's not good for your health. So we're trying slowly here, I could do cold turkey, but I have to plan. And once I say plan, I know it's gonna be easy for me because I have quit in the past. I have stopped like consuming all the bad things. And I can go cold turkey. Like, it's not hard for me, but I need to see it. And that's the thing. That's so weird. But that's the thing with, and I'm going to say visual learners because I feel like that's the tag that fits me the best. But that's the weird thing with visual learners, that you need to see things like in paper, I say. You need to see things visually to be able to like bring them in your head and be able to execute them, to just like make it happen. So if I just say, oh yeah, I promise that I will not do this, or I promise that I will do that, it's hard for me to stick to those promises because I'm not saying them and I'm not writing them. And that's a really good exercise, writing things down. So to close this off and to jump and take that idea of writing things down, if you are planning to do New Year's resolutions and actually stick with them and make them happen and push through and achieve them, I highly recommend that you write it down on paper. I don't know what your style is. I don't know if you like writing letters to yourself. I don't know if you just like writing sticky notes and posting them on your wall or scribbling on your mirror. That's also a good technique. I don't know what your style is, but again, not bringing them to life, but like bringing them into a physical, visual plane actually helps your brain kind of like, take it in. I don't know. Anyway, that was me. That was my little spiel on time blocking. And yeah, I'll try to set something up to show you guys how I will time block for this. I'm probably going to do a time block for a month because I do want to keep it short since life changes, things happen, and if sometimes in my experience, if you go too far as in like planning your routine strictly and you're imagining that this is your routine for the whole 2026, the moment something happens in your life and it stops you from doing that thing because like, life is life and things happen. Let's say you have to move, or like some health thing happens, and just like there's just something bigger that just doesn't allow you to push through that routine or those habits that you were trying to build. The moment that happens, it's so easy to kind of like give up. It's so easy to say, you know what, I'm not good enough to push through with this. Like, who was I kidding? I was never going to be able to do that. And that's not true. That's not the case. The case is that you have to plan for shorter times. And once you achieve a short time, then you can modify, learn from that, and make a new plan to make it happen for another short time. And that's how you are going to continue cycling. I mean, businesses do this. They literally have like quarter meetings or like big corporate meetings to see how things have been moving, to learn from the mistakes, to modify, and to build, to continue growing, So let's do that. Let's do that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here because this is probably gonna be really long. Gonna be raw. I'm not gonna do much editing, so I'm sorry if I was all over the place, and this is not actually about anything in particular. I will be making more intentional topic driven videos. This is not it. My car drives are just to blabber with you guys a little bit. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go eat my Chick-fil-A for today, and maybe plan. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.